Hello everybody, it is me, Martinez-Bateman, coming to you with another planner video, and yes, I did break a nail. But you might think, boy, that looks different from last time we saw the planner lineup. So let me go through this. So last time you saw me, I was in my Galen leather cover, and I was actually, hold on, I'm gonna put this aside. I was actually complaining about the bumpiness. I don't know if you were there, but my Galen leather cover, there's a bunch of like pen stuff on this side, and I was saying that I put this pencil board in my Midori MD notebook because it was really hard to write when the notebook was open because there were a bunch of pens basically under here, and it was making it very difficult to do journaling and to use my planner because basically fully half of the planner, the back of every page, I could not write on, even when like I've been writing. I'm like, let's see, this is where my bookmark is, so let me just, I'm 87 pages into a 181 page planner or notebook. I'm almost fucking halfway through this book, and it was still difficult to write on this side. So I was like, fuck. And then, y'all, I fell down a hole. I fell down the making your own planner cover hole. And so this is my first attempt. This guy is my first attempt at making my own planner cover. I got this leather from Michael's. It's very sturdy. It's very thick. I don't feel like it's like excellent quality leather, which actually made me feel better about cutting it up, because I was like, okay, I'm not like ruining something nice. But look at her. Oh my God. So I'm going to put a tutorial. Hopefully I'm going to film that today. But I'm going to put a tutorial on how to make this thing. But I need, and I followed the tutorial for like, Laura Estelle, I don't know, this like French, or Claire something. I can't fucking remember what they're called, but they're like this French planner company, and they sell their planners for like $400, but literally all I see on Reddit is like people complaining about how shitty they are and how like disappointed they are. And apparently they'll like make a Zoom call with you and like put custom jewelry like this on the planner when they make it for you. But like, I saw a Reddit post where someone got like literally totally different and way cheaper and shittier jewelry than the one the girls showed her in the video. So anyway, I know people are obsessed with these French planners that are $400. I thought my Galen leather cover was a lot at like retail $170. But I was like watching all of these videos of people making their own planners, and I was like, that's what I want. I don't want a trifold, because theirs are trifold. Where this comes all the way over here and you like close it like that. And I might make one of those if I come across a thinner leather, because honestly this is way too thick for a trifold, and the leather that people are making their trifold planners with is much thinner than what I got. But I was like, I just want a regular traveler style notebook, but that fits an A5 and fits like several A5s and doesn't have that. I mean, I think it's kind of funny because I did end up adding this charm, but you can't tell it's there. But the Travelers Company, they have that obnoxious bump thing that these things are hooked into, and I was like, I can't do that. I also really liked the idea of putting brackets or rivets for the elastic. Like, I just felt like that was really cool. And then I saw this girl make her sister a planner on YouTube, and she like messed it up because this string is supposed to come out of one hole. But I just loved the way that this looked. like this, it's almost like a spiral or something. And so I like recreated her mistake on purpose because I thought it was cool. And then I made this little book protector, like closure pen thingy. Like you can put a pen in it. It's not as like sturdy as the other one I made. The second one I made is definitely a better product. I iterated. So this is the second journal that I made. I'll just put this down here. And I had this, my husband had bought me this patch, and I was like, what do I put patches on anymore? And so I put this little patch that says Goblin Mode, and this is my everyday carry notebook. Like this goes in my purse, and it used to be a yellow Webster's Pages cover that was like, she was falling apart, she was stained, she was old, her little plastic parts were starting to flake away. like she had done her service and was ready to retire. I still kept her because I'm like, what if I could like wrap her in something or like make a new cover with the old cover is like a stiffening agent, because I'm finding a lot of like trouble finding the material for the covers. Like this leather is too thick for a trifold, which is fine. I don't really like the trifold. I like the taco. But also like I was trying to find like thick felt maybe, because I've seen some felt journal covers that are really cool, but I couldn't find any. But anyway, my husband gave me this patch, so I put this patch on. But this is the pen holder I made, and I think I want to clean the edges of this up now that I have some like better tools. I was just using like a box cutter, but right, isn't this cute? And it's like so perfect, and it fits right here. And because this is my everyday carry, the one I carry in my purse, it's just perfect. It's perfect to have the pen with it. It's perfect for everything. This is more like I take this out at my desk. I don't necessarily need a pen attached to it. I have like my pen case full of my pens, which you'll notice I have a pen case again, because of course all of this used to be in the Galen leather cover and impeding my ability to write. So now it's in here. I will say this is a Luddite pen case that I've had for a million years. This is my little pastel death that like really needs to go through the wash or get some kind of spot treatment or something. But this pen case is not it. I need to find my pen cases that would stand up like vertically. I think they're at my house, but I keep forgetting to look for them. So, but they're not here. I looked everywhere here. So my old pen cases, I need to find one and bring it out and put my stuff in that. But the charm I picked for this, oh, and these are just like jump rings that I had lying around, but I kind of like them because of the big chunky silver rivets. I felt like these jump rings kind of like matched it, and I was thinking about all those like fashion things that have like the piercing, like where they're like putting things like this just in a hole in the thing, and I thought that was really cool. So I really like it. I like this charm. I like the fact that there's like a little sun and it covers the little moon. Like, oh my God, how cute. And this, I know there's 3 mountains here, but it reminds me a lot of the lakes that are in Mount Hood. Here in Oregon, Mount Hood is like a big mountain in the Cascade Range. And it has all these like beautiful, amazing like mountain lakes. And anyway, makes me happy. Inside, oh, and then Cat Bus is still here because of course Cat Bus props my book when I'm painting. So I don't think I've done any like new painting in a while. I've really just been like taking notes on like things that are important but not. Oh, there's this like hilarious, let me get my cover. There's this hilarious painting I started of my husband. We were at dinner and we were sitting on the sidewalk at dinner, And this is like a stop sign that was like behind his head, and there's like other tables back here. And then I started painting, and then the food came, so I set it aside, and this just dripped into a sad face, which I thought was kind of hilarious. But yeah, I really want to make more of these. I'm absolutely addicted. I have already bought more leather, better leather. Accidentally, I got the same thickness. I was trying to get like a less thick leather, but that did not happen. Oh, Kappas, behave. Okay, here. And then I put these, no. I put these like this. I mean, it doesn't matter. It always gets ramped up in my purse, but come on, buddy. I didn't realize that the thing would cut off, these things would cut off my little goblin. But it's actually, the placement of this patch is not haphazard. There is actually like a piece of, like, there's like a paint. I like accidentally dropped paint or something on this. So there's paint under there. But yeah, so these are my books. I put my jibun techo biz in front. My little howdy sticker. And then this came from the box for this ridiculous creature. Look at this. Me and my friend went to Craft Warehouse just to like walk around and talk. And they were selling lafufus at the front. This was $3.99. Look, it's like shitting. I thought this were its back legs and this were its paws, but no, these are its front legs and these are its back paws. So it's either like doing that like dog scoot thing where they scoot their ass across a carpet if they have like worms or something, or it's just having an absolute blowout. So anyway, this is we called it Little Poop Poop because it was supposed to be a blind box, but we both got the exact same creature, and I don't doubt that every single box has the exact same creature in it. But we call it the Little Poop Poop. So that gets to sit next to my candle and my Fimo bird skull. I made this out of hand dry Fimo, and then this is resin. The little gold eyes are resin. Which was left over from this terrible experiment where I tried to do kintsugi. Yeah, this is trash. Oh, it finally dried. This was sticky for months. So I thought maybe I could let it dry and then I could use like a knife or something to pick off the extra. But I don't think I can do that. It's very hard now. But anyway, that was a failed crafting experiment. But my jibun techo biz, I did order another jibun techo biz for 2026. Let's see if my covers are still holding. I haven't updated the calendar for this week, so I thought I'd just show you what it looks like where, you know, I put my appointments in. And I am using fountain pen in here. Originally, when I first started using this planner, I felt like I couldn't use fountain pen because I was like writing everything down. I was like writing literally like, I wish I could show you, but I was writing like every second of every day. I was like reporting on it. Now, I think I talked last time about how like I really don't feel like I have a need for that kind of specificity, but I do have a need for some kind of tracking. So now I've been highlighting. So like I'll take the highlighter or I'll take a fountain pen and like we're closed tomorrow. So this is this coming week. So this is like the week that starts tomorrow. It's Sunday right now. So but I'll just do this. Actually, let me find a blank. Let me find one from when. So if I'm working, I'll just do this along the numbers when I'm working, and then I could be like, oh, I worked for 6 hours, and I write it here. because I used to be much more meticulous about my time tracking, to be like, am I being productive? Like, whatever. And that really helped me learn and internalize a lot of stuff. And now I don't feel like I need that, but I would like to know how long I spend at the office, because very frequently, especially when I'm stressed out, I will just spend longer and longer at the office. And honestly, I know for a fact that I'm like getting less and less done, but it kind of sneaks up on me sometimes, and it's good to just track and be like, okay, so that's why I'm like uber depressed. Let's see, September. Nope. But yeah, so I'm just writing my major events and then highlighting when I'm working, and then down here I'll write like what I ate, you know, for my meals, so I could just help to keep track. And then I have like my major theme of the day or things that I really have to get done. Every Wednesday is my admin day, so I have no outside meetings. Every Wednesday is also when my family organizes our pill organizers. Because we're closed on Monday, we're going to do payroll and invoices on a Tuesday. Stuff like that. And then I've covered a bunch of other stuff that's like not, I don't want to put it on the internet. But yeah, like, I don't know if you can hear my husband and his friend playing D&D in the conference room down the hall, but they're having some big feelings. And then this comes from, there's a local baker called Dos Hermanos, and they sell coffee there that they brew there. I don't know where the coffee actually comes from, but every bag comes with one of these like cool, I think of these as like Latin American, maybe like Guatemalan pom-poms. Like I always get them associated with like Mexican and Latin American and South American things. But every coffee bag comes with these, so I put this one as a bookmark in my planner, and it makes me happy every time I see it. And then my business coach was like, because, you know, the state of the world, rising fascism, lots of human rights violations are going on. And I personally am experiencing not only just like a lot of general stress from this level of discrimination, but also like actual things are happening to me because of the administration and the barriers that they've set up for people like me. So my business coach was like, you need to start like a book that is separate from your planner and separate from your like business notebook, to just put stuff in that's like really pissing you off. And I was like, so like a burn book from Mean Girls? And I don't think she I have a lot of media references in business coaching, and I don't think she like remembers them, but I made this is where I put my address, so I covered it with a Post-it. But it's called Bomo Memo, and I know these books are from Budapest, and I got this one for $10. I actually, full disclosure, got it for free because I promised the owner of Orangium Pepetri that I would review it, which I have on a previous video. And I love it, and I love the paper, but I remember being like, it's so small, like, what am I going to use it for? And I did do a pen test, and it did pretty good. Like, only the Sharpie and this, like, sharp-ass, juicy-ass Parker did any bleed through. But anyway, I was like, what am I going to use it for? It's so small. Like, I don't think I'm going to have a thing where I'm like cool with switching out my notebook that often. And then it was right there when I was like, I need a burn book, and here she is. So beautiful. And here's the first page, and obviously I'm not going to show you what I write in the burn book because that's just for me, for my feelings. But this is the same. This is basically completely unchanged. I like haven't done anything in it except continue to write like business related notes. I haven't updated any of my trackers. I haven't even updated the fascism tracker because I've just honestly been too depressed. So that's that. But yeah, I think I did. Did I update my currently inked? I have a new currently inked. No, I don't. I don't have it in this thing, and I can't. If I flip through it, I'll like show you guys everything. So I won't. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is that me and Katie, my friend who went and got La Poop Poops together, went to a, what's it called, neurographic watercolor class. And I made this. I'm not done. I want to go back over, as you can see, like the black here is not as black as the black here. I want to go over the black lines with, this is a Sharpie creative marker. This is in blue, but I want to go over them with the black version. So I might do that later today before I like frame it or whatever. But this was so fun and like so easy. And I felt like, I don't know, I felt like I could just turn my brain off and just like follow the colors. It was really cool. And theoretically, you're supposed to make these while you're like working on a problem. I didn't think of a problem while I was making this. That might have actually been more helpful, considering that I've been thinking about problems a lot lately. So this was awesome. And that's really it. I think I want to try and film a tutorial for how to make these covers. That may be next. So keep your eye out for that next week. I got some different material. I got some brown leather that's like a better quality leather. And I got some brass rivets. I had hoped to get smaller rivets because the ones I'm seeing online, the rivets are really small and like delicate. But that doesn't seem to be my fate. I'm not a small, delicate girly. Not a girly at all. So that's probably part of it. But anyway, these are my babies. These are my ladies. My little whatever. And then, oh, and then this bookmark. I found a taco charm at Michael's. So my bookmark for my day-to-day journal is a taco. I love it. But yeah, so stay tuned. Coming up is a tutorial on how to make these bad boys. Oh, and these are just, they're like either archive box or journal cover corners. And you just stick them on there and then clamp them on a little bit to make the corner. So I didn't put corners on this one. I'm not sure if I will. We'll see. But, all right, bye.